Lesson 1, The Cleaning Conundrum.
Morning, Anna. I've got a question for you about cleaning.
Ooh, interesting. What's on your mind, John?
Well, I was wondering, how long do you usually spend cleaning your room?
That's a great question. It really depends on the size of the room, doesn't it?
Exactly. I feel like there's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to cleaning.
Absolutely. A small bedroom might only take 20 to 30 minutes, but a large living room could easily be an hour or more.
Definitely. And then you've got to factor in things like how cluttered the space is, right?
Absolutely. The more stuff you've got in a room, the longer it takes to tidy up.
For sure. I've found that doing a quick 10-minute pickup before the deep clean makes a big difference.
Good call. It's all about tackling it in manageable steps instead of trying to do it all at once.
Exactly. Break it down into smaller tasks so it doesn't feel so overwhelming.
Exactly. And don't forget to factor in things like laundry, dishes, and other cleaning chores.
Oof, good point. Those can really add up and extend the overall cleaning time.
It's all about finding that right balance and rhythm to your cleaning routine.
Definitely. It's an art form, really. I'm still trying to perfect mine.
Don't worry, John. With a little practice, you'll have your cleaning game down pat.
I appreciate the encouragement, Anna. Cleaning may not be my forte, but I'm trying.
Lesson 2, Nature's Canvas.
Hello, Anna. I've been really getting into landscape photography lately.
Oh, that's fascinating. What is it about landscapes that you find so appealing?
Well, I find it quite therapeutic to capture nature's beauty through my lens.
I can see that. There's something so calming and serene about beautiful landscapes.
Exactly. It allows me to slow down and really appreciate the world around me.
That's wonderful. What kind of landscapes have you been shooting lately?
I've been exploring a lot of local parks and nature preserves. The diversity is amazing.
I bet. From rolling hills to towering mountains, there's just so much to discover.
Absolutely. And the changing seasons offer different perspectives as well.
Good point. Capturing the same scene in different light and weather can be stunning.
Definitely. It keeps me on my toes and always looking for new inspiration.
I love that you're finding so much joy in it. Photography can be such a rewarding hobby.
It really is. And it's been a great way for me to get out and explore new places.
That's fantastic. Maybe we could plan a little photography outing together sometime?
I would love that. It would be great to have a photography buddy to share the experience.
Sounds like a plan. We'll have to figure out the perfect location to capture some amazing shots.
I can't wait. This is going to be a lot of fun. Nature's canvas is waiting for us.
Lesson 3, Exam Preparation.
Hi Anna, I'm feeling a bit stressed about the upcoming GRE exam. Do you have any tips for me?
Hello John, I took the GRE last year. The best advice I can give you is to start studying early and practice as many sample questions as possible. What areas are you struggling with the most?
Well, I'm finding the math section particularly challenging. I haven't done advanced math in years, and I'm worried I'll forget key concepts.
I understand. The math section can be tricky, but there are plenty of resources available to help you prepare. Have you tried using any online practice tests or tutoring services?
No, not yet. I've just been trying to work through the official GRE prep book on my own. Do you have any recommendations for good study materials or tutors?
Absolutely. I found that using a combination of the official guide, online practice tests, and working with a tutor who specializes in the GRE math section was really helpful for me. Let me share a few options you could look into.
That would be great. I'm open to trying anything at this point to make sure I'm fully prepared.
Okay, well first, there's an online GRE prep course from Magoosh that a lot of my friends used and found really effective. They have video lessons, practice questions, and even one-on-one tutoring if you need it.
Magoosh, got it. What about in-person tutoring options?
For in-person help, I'd recommend checking if your local university or community college offers GRE prep classes or one-on-one tutoring. The instructors there are usually very knowledgeable about the exam.
That's a great idea. I'll look into that. Thanks so much for the advice, Anna. I feel a lot more confident about preparing for the GRE now.
I'm glad I could help. Let me know if you have any other questions as you're studying. Wishing you the best of luck on the exam.
I appreciate it. I'll be sure to reach out if I need any other tips. Thanks again, Anna.
Lesson 4, Scenic Adventure.
Morning, Anna. I heard you went on an amazing adventure over the weekend. Tell me more about it.
Hello John. Yes, I had the most incredible experience. I went on a guided tour of the Spanish Arrow car, which takes you over the Great Niagara Gorge.
The Spanish Arrow car? I'm not familiar with that. What exactly is it?
It's this amazing suspended cable car system that allows you to soar high above the Niagara Gorge. The views are simply breathtaking.
Wow, that sounds like an absolute thrill. What was the ride like? Were you nervous at all being suspended so high up?
Not at all. The car is very stable and secure. As we glided over the gorge, I had the most incredible panoramic views of the rushing river and towering cliffs below. It was truly awe-inspiring.
I can only imagine. Were there any other highlights from your adventure?
Yes. After the Aero car ride, we got to take a boat tour that brought us right up to the base of the Niagara Falls. Standing so close to the thundering waters was an unforgettable experience.
Incredible. That whole trip sounds like an amazing way to experience the natural wonder of Niagara. I'll have to add that to my bucket list.
You definitely should, John. The combination of the Aero car and the boat tour gave me such a unique perspective on the gorge and falls. I can't recommend it enough.
Well, you've certainly sold me on it. I'll have to start planning a trip there soon. Thanks for sharing the details of your adventure, Anna. It sounds like an absolute must-see.
Lesson 5, Shopping Spree.
Alright, Anna, I need your help. I've been meaning to go shopping for some new clothes, but I'm honestly not sure where to start.
Oh, I'd be happy to assist you, John. What kind of items are you looking to add to your wardrobe?
Well, I've been eyeing a few stylish button-down shirts and maybe a nice pair of slacks. Any recommendations on where I should check those out?
Absolutely. I know just the place. There's this fantastic department store downtown that has an excellent men's section. They have a huge selection of high-quality shirts and trousers.
Ooh, a department store, huh? That sounds promising. Do they have any sales or discounts going on right now that I should be aware of?
As a matter of fact, they do. I was just there last week and they had a fantastic promotion: buy one shirt, get the second 50% off. And their slacks were marked down by 20% across the board.
Wow, that's an amazing deal. I'll definitely have to check that out. Do you happen to know if they have a good variety of sizes and fits?
Absolutely, they cater to all body types. From slim fit to classic, you're sure to find something that flatters your frame perfectly.
Excellent, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Alright, you've officially sold me, Anna. I'm going to head over there this weekend and see what I can find.
Wonderful, John. I'm sure you'll have a great shopping experience. Let me know if you need any other recommendations once you're there.
Will do, thanks so much for the tips. I really appreciate you taking the time to point me in the right direction.
Lesson 6, Understanding the Cosmos.
Hey Anna, have you been keeping up with the latest advancements in astronomy?
I have. In fact, I've been really fascinated by the shift in our understanding of the solar system.
Oh, do tell. What have you been learning about?
Well, you're probably familiar with the traditional geocentric model, where Earth was believed to be at the center of the universe. But an astronomer named Nicholas Copernicus started challenging that idea.
Ah yes, I remember learning about Copernicus in school. He proposed the heliocentric model, right? With the sun at the center instead of Earth.
Exactly. Copernicus argued that the planets, including Earth, actually orbit around the sun. It was a radical idea at the time, but it started to gain traction as more observations were made.
That's really fascinating. So, what led Copernicus to this conclusion? Was it just a hunch, or did he have some solid evidence?
From what I understand, Copernicus noticed some inconsistencies in the geocentric model. For example, the movements of the planets didn't quite line up with the predictions. The heliocentric model seemed to provide a more elegant and accurate explanation.
I see. It must have been quite a paradigm shift for people back then. I can only imagine how controversial it must have been to challenge the established belief system.
Absolutely. Copernicus was cautious about publishing his ideas at first, knowing they would be met with resistance. But eventually, the evidence became too compelling to ignore.
Well, I'm glad we've come so far in our understanding of the cosmos. It's amazing to think how much our perspective has evolved over the centuries.
Definitely. And I'm sure there's still so much more for us to discover. The universe is truly a fascinating and ever-evolving mystery.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for sharing all this information, Anna. It's really got me thinking about the history and progression of astronomical knowledge.
Lesson 7: Exploring the Culinary Delights.
Morning, Anna. I heard you've been trying out a new restaurant downtown. Care to share your thoughts?
Absolutely, John. I just had the most amazing dining experience at this place called the Gourmet Emporium.
The Gourmet Emporium, huh? That sounds right up my alley. What kind of cuisine do they specialize in?
It's a fusion of flavors, really. They have everything from classic European dishes to innovative Asian-inspired creations.
Wow, that's quite a diverse menu. What did you end up ordering?
I decided to go for their signature dish, a delectable lamb tagine with a side of fragrant saffron rice. It was simply divine.
Ooh, lamb tagine, you say? That sounds absolutely mouth-watering. I'll have to make a note of that.
You really should, John. The presentation was impeccable, and the flavors just danced on my tongue. I can't wait to go back and try more of their offerings.
That's fantastic, I'll definitely check it out. Do they have any vegetarian or vegan options as well? I try to be mindful of those dietary needs.
Absolutely. They have a whole section of the menu dedicated to plant-based dishes. I heard their mushroom Wellington is to die for.
Wonderful, that's exactly what I like to hear. A restaurant that caters to a variety of palates is always a winner in my book.
I'm sure you'll find something you absolutely love, John. The service was top-notch, and the ambience was just so warm and inviting.
Well, you've certainly piqued my interest, Anna. I think I know where I'll be heading for my next dining adventure.
Lesson 8: Anticipating an Exciting Adventure.
Greetings, Anna. I've been meaning to talk to you about our upcoming trip. Are you as thrilled as I am?
Absolutely, John. I can't wait for us to embark on this adventure. It's going to be an unforgettable experience.
I know, right? I've been doing some research, and the itinerary looks absolutely wonderful. There's so much to see and do.
I'm sure it'll be amazing. I love that we'll get to explore a new culture and immerse ourselves in the local traditions.
Me too. And the accommodations you found look simply fantastic. I can't wait to unwind in that cozy little cabin by the lake.
Isn't it wonderful? I just know we're going to have the time of our lives. This trip is exactly what we need.
I couldn't agree more, Anna. We've been working so hard lately, and this getaway is the perfect opportunity to recharge and rejuvenate.
Absolutely. I can already picture us sipping local wine, savoring delectable cuisine, and taking in the breathtaking scenery.
It's going to be pure bliss. I can't wait to create lasting memories with you, Anna. This is going to be an adventure for the books.
Me too, John. I'm so grateful we get to share this experience together. It's going to be truly magical.
I couldn't be more excited, Anna. Let's make the most of every moment and come back feeling refreshed and inspired.
Lesson 9: Fostering Inclusive Discussions.
Good morning, Anna. I've been thinking about how we can ensure everyone's voice is heard in our team meetings.
That's a great point, John. Inclusivity is so important, especially when we have a diverse group of people.
Exactly. I want to make sure no one feels left out or overlooked during our discussions.
Me too. What do you think are some effective strategies we can implement?
Well, one idea is to have a structured format where we go around the room and give everyone a chance to share their thoughts.
That's a fantastic suggestion. It would allow everyone to contribute without the more vocal members dominating the conversation.
Absolutely. And we could also encourage people to raise their hands or use virtual tools to indicate they have something to say.
I love that idea. It would give everyone an equal opportunity to participate, even the more introverted members of the team.
Definitely. And maybe we could also allocate specific time for brainstorming, where we can build on each other's ideas without interrupting.
That's a great point. Structured brainstorming sessions can really foster collaborative problem solving.
Exactly. And I think it's important that we actively solicit feedback and input from everyone, not just the usual suspects.
Agreed. We should make a concerted effort to reach out to those who might be hesitant to speak up on their own.
Absolutely. By creating an inclusive and welcoming environment, we can really unlock the full potential of our team.
Couldn't agree more, John. I'm excited to implement some of these strategies and see how they improve our discussions.
Me too, Anna. I have a good feeling that these changes will lead to more productive and engaging meetings.
Lesson 10, a living room camping adventure.
Hey Anna, you'll never guess what I did last night.
I'm not sure. What's the big surprise?
Well, I decided to go camping, in my living room.
Your living room? As in, your actual indoor living room at home? That's quite unexpected.
Ah, yes. I pitched a tent and everything. Just wanted to see what it would be like.
Wow, that's certainly a unique idea. How did that work out for you exactly?
It was actually really fun. I got to experience the cozy feel of camping without having to brave the outdoors.
I see. And how did your indoor campsite compare to the real thing?
Well, there were definitely some differences. No campfire, for one. And no starry night sky overhead.
Ah, yes, those would be key missing elements. Did you at least make s'mores?
Of course. I had to get the full camping experience, even if it was in my living room.
Haha, I admire your commitment to authenticity. Did you sleep well in your indoor tent?
Surprisingly, yes. The sleeping bag and pad made it pretty cozy. Though I did wake up a few times when my dog came sniffing around.
Oh no, your furry camping companion tried to join in the fun. That must have been interesting.
It was. But he seemed to enjoy it too. We had a little indoor camping adventure together.
That's adorable. I have to say, you're quite the innovative outdoorsman, even in the comfort of your own home.
Ah, yeah, I like to think outside the box. Or, inside the living room in this case.
Well, I have to hand it to you, John. This sounds like it was a uniquely memorable experience.
It really was. Maybe I'll have to do it again sometime. You're welcome to join me for an indoor camping trip.
Lesson 11, Spooktacular Halloween Decor.
Yo Anna, have you started decorating for Halloween yet?
Halloween? Oh yes, I've been getting my house all decked out for the spooky season.
Nice. What kind of decorations have you been putting up?
Well, I've got the classics, pumpkins, ghosts, black cats. But I also went a little crazy with the creepy crawlies this year.
Creepy crawlies? Do tell. What have you got?
Haha, well I've got fake spiders and bats hanging from the ceilings, and even a giant inflatable spider on the front lawn.
Wow, sounds like you're really going all out. I bet your house looks super haunted.
Definitely. I'm trying to make it as spooky and festive as possible. What about you, have you decorated at all?
Me? Nah, I'm more of a minimalist when it comes to Halloween. Though I did buy a fun pumpkin shaped string of lights.
Pumpkin lights? That's actually really cute. Where are you going to put those?
I was thinking of lining the staircase with them. Give it a nice warm, autumnal glow.
Ooh, that's a great idea. The pumpkin lights will look so cozy and inviting.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll create a nice ambience, you know? Not too over the top like your spider infested house.
Hey, don't knock the spider decor. It's all part of the Halloween spirit. Though I admit, it can get a little intense.
Haha, I can only imagine. I'm more of a fan of the cute and quirky side of the holiday.
Well, to each their own. I'm sure your pumpkin lights will look lovely. Maybe I'll have to come over and check them out.
Anytime, my friend. Though I can't guarantee I won't be jumping at every little noise with your spooky decorations.
Haha, fair enough. I'll try to keep the jump scares to a minimum when I visit. Can't ruin the cozy pumpkin vibe, after all.
Appreciate it. Wouldn't want to have a heart attack in my own home on Halloween.
Exactly. We'll have to find the perfect balance of spooky and homey. It's a delicate dance, but I think we can pull it off.
You got it. Now let's hope the neighborhood trick-or-treaters don't get too scared off by your haunted house.
Haha, no promises. But I'm sure they'll love the pumpkin lights. Maybe I'll steal a few ideas from you.
By all means, feel free. The more Halloween cheer, the better.
Lesson 12, Keeping Active and Healthy.
Morning, Anna. Have you heard about the government's new health initiative?
You mean the one encouraging Canadians to stay active and healthy? Yeah, I've been seeing the ads everywhere.
That's the one. What do you think about it? Do you plan on getting involved?
Absolutely. I think it's a great program. Anything to motivate people to live a healthier lifestyle.
Agreed. I've been meaning to start exercising more regularly. Maybe this will give me the push I need.
Awesome. What kind of activities are you thinking of trying out?
Well, I've been toying with the idea of taking up running. It seems like a simple way to get in shape.
Running, huh? That's a great choice. It's such a convenient workout you can do anywhere.
Exactly. And I heard the government is even organizing some fun community runs.
Oh, that's cool. Joining a group event could make it more enjoyable and motivating.
Totally. Plus, it's a good way to meet new people who are also trying to stay active.
Exactly. Having that social support network can make all the difference.
For sure. What about you? Any plans to get involved with the initiative?
Well, I was thinking of trying out some of the yoga and meditation classes they're offering.
Yoga and meditation? That sounds very zen. I can see how that would be a great way to stay balanced.
Definitely. I want to focus on both the physical and mental aspects of wellness, you know?
Absolutely. Gotta take care of the whole mind body connection. Good call.
Thanks. I'm hoping it'll help me de-stress and find more inner peace.
I bet. With all the craziness in the world these days, that sounds like just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and reconnect with yourself.
I hear that. Well, I'm glad the government is making an effort to encourage healthier lifestyles.
Me too. It's a great initiative, and I'm excited to see how the community embraces it.
Same here. Maybe we can even do some of the activities together sometime.
I'd love that. We can motivate each other to keep up with our fitness goals.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, I'm off to go sign up for that community run. Catch you later.
Lesson 13: Embracing Change.
Hey Anna, have you noticed how quickly things seem to be changing these days?
You're right, the pace of change in our lives has definitely picked up. It can be a bit overwhelming at times.
Definitely. I mean, just in the past few years, technology has evolved so rapidly.
That's true. It sometimes feels like I can barely keep up with all the new apps and gadgets.
Exactly. How do you usually handle change like that in your life?
Well, I try to stay adaptable and open-minded. I find that embracing change, rather than resisting it, tends to work best.
Ah, that's a great approach. I sometimes struggle with change, if I'm being honest.
I can understand that. Change can be unsettling, especially when it happens so quickly.
Absolutely. I guess I just feel more comfortable sticking to my familiar routines.
I get it. But sometimes stepping out of our comfort zones can lead to really positive experiences.
You make a good point. I suppose I should try to be more adventurous when it comes to new things.
Definitely. It's all about having the right mindset. See change as an opportunity, not a threat.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I'll have to keep that in mind.
For sure. And remember, you don't have to tackle every change all at once. Take it one step at a time.
Good advice. Maybe I'll start small, like trying out a new recipe or something.
Exactly. Baby steps. Before you know it, you'll be a pro at embracing change.
I hope so. It'd be nice to feel more comfortable with all the constant evolution in our lives.
Absolutely. The more you practice being adaptable, the easier it will become.
That's a relief to hear. I'm definitely going to make more of an effort going forward.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure you'll do great. Change can be exciting if you let it be.
You've definitely given me a new perspective on this. I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Anytime, John. I'm always happy to lend an ear or offer a different point of view.
Well, I'm off to try that new recipe. Wish me luck on my change embracing journey.
Lesson 14: Networking Made Easy.
Morning, Anna. Have you been to any good networking events lately?
Hey John. As a matter of fact, I just attended a really great one last week.
Oh, really? I've always found networking a bit intimidating, to be honest.
I can understand that. It can definitely be outside of many people's comfort zones.
Exactly. I never know what to say or how to make a good impression.
Well, I've learned that having a solid elevator pitch ready is key.
An elevator pitch? What exactly is that?
It's a brief, compelling overview of who you are and what you do. Like a 30-second commercial.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. I guess I've never really put much thought into that.
It's so important though, especially at networking events. You want to make a memorable introduction.
You're right, I should probably work on crafting a good elevator pitch.
Absolutely. And the great thing is, you can tailor it for different situations.
That's a good point. I can see how that would be useful.
Definitely. It's all about being adaptable and showcasing your unique value.
You know, I'm actually feeling inspired to give this a try. Any tips?
Sure. Keep it concise, highlight your key strengths and experience, and practice, practice, practice.
Okay, that sounds doable. I think I'm ready to start networking with more confidence.
That's the spirit. You've got this, John. Just remember to be yourself and make genuine connections.
I appreciate the advice, Anna. It's really helping me feel more prepared.
I'm glad I could help. Networking can be a game changer if you approach it the right way.
Definitely. I'm excited to put these tips into action at the next event I attend.
Excellent. Let me know how it goes. I'm happy to provide any other pointers along the way.
Will do. Thanks again, Anna. You've really helped me feel more positive about networking.
Lesson 15: Sustainable Shopping.
Hey Anna, have you been doing any sustainable shopping lately?
I have actually. I've been making a conscious effort to support local and eco-friendly businesses.
That's awesome. I've been wanting to do more of that, but I'm not always sure where to start.
It's so important, isn't it? There are so many great options out there if you just do a little research.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm always just defaulting to the big box stores out of convenience.
I totally understand that. But the more we can shift our spending to sustainable businesses, the better.
You're right. I need to break that habit. Any tips on finding good local and eco friendly options?
Well, one thing I've found really helpful is checking out farmers markets and small local shops.
Ooh, yes, the farmer's market is a great idea. I love supporting local farmers and producers.
Me too. And you can often find unique, handmade items at small businesses as well.
That's a good point. I bet they have some really cool, one of a kind products.
Definitely. And you're often supporting someone's passion and livelihood, which is so rewarding.
I can imagine. It's nice to know your money is going to good use.
Exactly. And many sustainable businesses are transparent about their practices too.
I like that idea of transparency. It makes you feel good about where you're spending your money.
Absolutely. It's just a much more meaningful shopping experience overall.
I'm definitely convinced. I'm going to make more of an effort to shop local and sustainable.
That's awesome, John. I'm sure you'll discover some great new businesses and products.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for the awesome tips, Anna.
Happy to help. Let me know if you find any good sustainable spots I should check out too.
Will do. This conversation has me excited to start exploring the local sustainable scene.
I'm so glad to hear it. Support local, support sustainable, it's a win-win all around.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks again, Anna. You've given me a lot to think about.
Lesson 16, Taxi Tales.
Hey Anna, I was just telling my mom about the time we took a taxi together. Remember that?
Oh yes, I definitely remember that. It was such a fun and interesting experience.
Totally. I don't ride in cabs that often, so it was a bit of an adventure for me.
Same here. I don't think I had been in a taxi since I was a kid.
Yeah, it's not like we have to use them all the time with Uber and Lyft these days.
That's true. But there's still something kind of old school and charming about taking a real taxi cab.
You're right about that. I love chatting with the driver and getting a local's perspective.
Definitely. The driver was so friendly and had some great stories to share.
Absolutely. I remember he was telling us all about the history of the city and pointing out cool landmarks.
Yes. And he gave us some awesome restaurant recommendations too. I'm still bummed we didn't have time to try that one place.
Me too. I guess we'll just have to plan another taxi adventure and check it out.
I'm so down for that. It's always fun to explore a city in that more intimate, local way.
Definitely. You get a much more authentic experience than just hopping on the subway or something.
Totally. And the driver can give you all the insider tips and shortcuts.
Exactly. Plus, it's kind of a nostalgic experience, don't you think? Like a little slice of old school transportation.
Definitely. It harks back to a simpler time. I love that about taking taxis.
Me too. It just adds a little something special to the whole travel experience.
Couldn't agree more. We'll have to keep that in mind next time we're exploring a new city together.
Absolutely. Taxi adventures are a must. I'm already looking forward to our next one.
Same here. It's a fun way to bond and create more great memories.
Definitely. Thanks for reminiscing with me, Anna. You've got me all nostalgic for our last taxi ride.
Lesson 17, Bookworm Banter.
Morning, Anna. Have you read any good books lately?
Hey John, as a matter of fact, I just finished reading The Alchemist and absolutely loved it.
Ah, The Alchemist. I've heard such great things about that book. What did you enjoy most about it?
Where do I even start? The storytelling is just so captivating and the themes of following your dreams are so inspiring.
Definitely, it's one of those books that really makes you think about life in a deeper way.
Totally. The way the main character, Santiago, goes on this transformative journey is just so powerful.
I can imagine. I've heard the writing is beautiful too, with all those lyrical, symbolic elements.
Exactly. The prose is just gorgeous. It has this almost fable-like quality to it.
That's really intriguing. I'm definitely going to have to pick up a copy and check it out for myself.
You definitely should. It's the kind of book that stays with you long after you've finished it.
I'm looking forward to it then. Do you have any other book recommendations while we're on the topic?
Let me think. Oh, have you read Atomic Habits by James Clear? That's another one I really enjoyed recently.
Atomic Habits, huh? I don't think I'm familiar with that one. What's it all about?
It's all about how to build good habits and break bad ones. Really practical and insightful stuff.
Ah, I see. That sounds super relevant and helpful for everyday life.
Absolutely. It's full of really actionable strategies that you can start applying right away.
Nice, I'll have to add that one to my reading list too. Always looking to improve my habits.
For sure. It's one of those books that can genuinely help you make positive changes.
Awesome, I'm sold. Thanks for the great recommendations, Anna. You're really expanding my literary horizons.
Happy to help. I love discussing books, so feel free to pick my brain anytime.
Will do. It's been really fun chatting about our reading adventures.
Agreed. Discussing books is such a great way to connect with people.
Definitely. Alright, I better get going, but I'll be sure to let you know what I think of The Alchemist.
Lesson 18, Currents of Conversation.
Afternoon, Anna. How's your day been going so far?
Hey there, John. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, to be honest.
Oh, what's been going on? Everything alright?
Well, I'm from Maryland, right? The currents have been really messing with my plans today.
Ah, I see. The weather and tides can be so unpredictable by the coast.
Definitely. The strength of the currents has been declining lately, which is making navigation tricky.
I can imagine that would be frustrating. Are you having trouble getting where you need to go?
Yeah, I was actually trying to get to a meeting, but I'm being pushed off course.
That's a bummer. Is there anything you can do to adjust your route and get back on track?
I'm trying, but the currents are just so strong today. It's like they have a mind of their own.
I see. Well, I hope you're able to find a way through this and make it to your meeting, even if it's a bit delayed.
Me too. I really can't afford to miss this one. Fingers crossed I can fight these currents.
I'm rooting for you, Anna. Hang in there, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks, John. I appreciate the moral support. This is just one of those days, you know?
I hear you. Sometimes the universe just seems to be working against us.
Exactly. But I'm not giving up. I'll figure out a way to navigate these tricky waters.
That's the spirit. I admire your determination. I'm sure you'll get through this.
I sure hope so. Alright, I better get back to it. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Anna. I'm confident you've got this. Talk to you soon.
Lesson 19, Navigating the Neighborhood.
Morning, Anna. Have you been out exploring the neighborhood lately?
Hello, John. I have, actually. There's been a lot to discover around here.
That's great. Have you come across anything interesting you'd like to share?
As a matter of fact, I did encounter a new cafe that looks quite promising.
Oh, really? Whereabouts is this new cafe you found?
It's just over there, near the corner check-in station. I've been meaning to try it out.
Ah, I see, not too far then. Have you had a chance to pop in and get a feel for the place?
Not yet, but I'm planning to stop by later today if you'd like to join me.
That sounds lovely. I'd be happy to accompany you and check it out together.
Wonderful. I'm sure we'll enjoy the atmosphere and maybe even find a new favorite spot.
Definitely. It's always nice to discover new local gems, especially with good company.